go and check. Shit. Fuck's sake. I need to go to Twitch. I'm going to go to Twitch anyway. I just want to check on my Twitch chat to see if it... I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll say it again. I'm pretty sure that Twitch chat is working correctly. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say most likely it is. Let's see.
Going into the finals, they were just like
off that shit.
Beast last week when we were watching.
I don't know ones anyway, so let me just check my... I'll look at this set on actually, because I have kind of changed a few settings around anyway. That's with default speakers. I'm just going to change that over to, and it's not going to give me that option because it's disabled. You fucking cunt! This is the reason that I sometimes hate XSplit. Not XSplit specifically, but fucking what's the Elgato program that I use for say for example, there we go, that's better. Say for example, some of the programs that I use, because it becomes rather frustrating. Like I haven't had it happen all the time, but occasionally. So what the fuck? It literally just did not do anything effective. I've had a couple of issues with. There we go, Elgato. That's right. That's the one, bitch. Take it up the arse like a bitch, motherfucker, you cunt. So, okay, let's see. Let's that one anyway. I want to switch back to number one, don't I? Which is this, of course. And it's the rendering. Yes, that's correct. I want to do the rendering through my Elgato device itself. Much better. I don't understand why the fuck it's not rendering through that in the first fucking place. That's kind of retarded. It should have that option automatically. And you know what? It's kind of stupid that it doesn't have that option, and it doesn't set that option automatically because it renders much better through the Elgato capture device directly. It's kind of stupid that the fucking thing doesn't set it to that automatically as a default, but you know, who says fucking companies are smart? Some of these motherfuckers are dumbasses. I've concluded that from the fact that I fixed my own fucking problem with the fact that I have malware bites. So yeah, I fixed my own fucking issue. I didn't get any help from Malwarebytes because by the time I fucking got any help of any kind at all, they didn't even try to help me at all. So you know what? Fuck them. Fuck the dickheads. I'm sick of these fuckers. I don't know. Maybe perhaps I'm acting arrogant. But you know what? I don't fucking care if I'm acting arrogant. I know my fucking knowledge. I know my fucking shit. If you don't fucking like it, fuck off, cunt. Because I'm sick to death of... I mean, and it's not always the case. I mean, look, you know, I'll respect somebody's advice in certain situations. Like, if I know their technical skills are higher than mine, or they have a higher qualification, or something like that, I might respect them then. But the truth is, it's so often that I've seen people with these fucking qualifications, and none of them have actually done any practical study in the field and actually had to experience shit being dodgy. And that's when I sort of get the shits with people, you know? Fucking stupid cunt. There we go. That's better. Okay. He still will send me more fucking videos. Dude, fuck off with the videos. Seriously. I don't need them. I've got enough porn. I've got enough fucking porn as it is, man. I really don't fucking need you sending me fucking porn videos when there's no reason to. If you send me fucking more, I'll just block you. Fucking simple as that. Fucking hell. This fucking phone's a retard. Fucking gonna screw some cunt and kill some cunt in a minute. Name of this cunt here. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna track you down in a minute. Fuck your ass. Dickhead. There we go. That's fucking better. Is that the fucking code? Okay, that's probably too long. Stupid fucking code. 3, 2. Alright, there we go. Verify. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just fucking enter the fucking code, cunt, and go in. Get fucked, that's not the code! Fucking bitch. Now I'm starting to get the shits. Stupid fucking codes. This is the reason I hate fucking two-factor fucking authentication. The reason I fucking hate it is because these dumb cunts send you fucking numbers, and then fucking when you put the fucking numbers in, they don't fucking work. Fucking pricks. Verify. Well, verify the fucking number, cunt! Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you, you fucking bitch. Finally. Stupid fucking cunt. Thank you very fucking much. That'd be nice if the fucking numbers would actually verify when I want them to fucking verify. Stupid fuckface cunt. There we go, dickhead. You're finally doing your fucking... what you fucking told. There we go. Perfect. Fucking verify. Now, stupid fuckface back cunt. To what I was saying. There we go. The cable issue that I was having. I'm going to plan to pick up a new cable at some point, so that's a plus side. I'm just going to mute that and mute the other stream. I want to see if it's actually working first. That's one thing. Make sure both my chats are working. That's plus side too. Hello. Thank you. Into that. There we go. Now we're cooking with fucking gas. That's more fucking like it, cunt. Yes, now we are cooking with gas, it seems. Thank you. Alright, let's see. That. There we go. Now we're cooking with fucking gas. Let me see here. Fucking like it. Mute that. We'll test. Check my chat, see if it works. Testing. So testing, and I'll check that one too. Oh, there we go. Okay. Testing. Yeah, looks like they will fucking work. Great. That's beautiful. More porn! Probably. Actually, I have no doubt it's probably porn. That's hilarious. Dude, I don't mind sharing porn, but Jesus Christ, I can get half this fucking shit on the internet. Fuck, dude, I can... Fuck, not even that, I can get half... anyway. It's pretty accessible. There's a lot of sites on the internet. That's the problem with the internet. It's full of porn. It's just there's too much fucking porn on the internet. That's the problem. Not that I have anything against porn. I have my own personal porn collection, so I've never had an issue with it. But yeah, I'd say that not everything turns me on though. It's the other thing too. I like porn, but not every single piece of porn I would say turns me on specifically. I just normally certain particular porn, and sometimes I'm particular about the porn I watch. Sometimes it's just I'm not in the mood for porn. I just don't feel like jacking it, to be honest. Other times I just fucking I get bored of it. To be honest, truthfully, I need to take a break from porn from time to time to actually it's sort of like a desensitization process, which you know, just I have to do it occasionally. Otherwise, it just I don't know, it just. I get to the point where I just look at this porn and it's like fuck no, it just doesn't fucking turn me on anymore. Not as long as all porn's that way though. I'm just looking at some of this shit. So I know my stuff works and everything else, which is great. Cool, I just got to follow on Twitter. That's always nice. What else we got here? I mean, fuck me. I don't have a problem with porn. I'll be honest, but I get bored of it. I really do. Like, There's only so much porn you can watch before you get to the point it's like, oh, I see, you know, it's fuck, like I've seen everything. It's like I've seen every fucking piece of porn on the internet. I no longer have any, you know, desire to watch any more porn. Or it gets to that point at least, at some point. You know, you're just like, oh, fuck it, no. I can be bothered watching porn today. It depends on my mood, though. I mean, if I've had a couple of drinks, I guess, you know, because I normally need to clear my head. Have a couple of orgasms, you know, to clear my head, like fucking normally with, if I've had a couple of drinks, I'm hungover or something. This is in most cases what I do then, but that's normally that in that case, but it's the only real reason these days. That's good. Okay, so we got that. That's fucking working, which is great. Testing most of that stuff, which is cool. So, I will be doing some gameplay videos at some point. I don't know whether it's going to be now or later. Maybe I'll see. I'll see how I feel. I don't know what I feel like watching, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I feel like playing. I'm thinking about getting a new game, to be honest. Because I haven't purchased any games for a while, so... I don't think it'll kill me too much to purchase a couple of games, I think, on Steam or something. That'll probably be most likely what I'll be aiming for. Let's see what's actually on Steam at the moment. I looked at this universe. I can't play it because I don't have a VR headset or a VR. It was Star Trek Bridge Crew. I mean, look, I'll be honest. I'm a big Trekkie. I'm a nerd. All right. I love my big Trekkie and my Star Trek stuff and everything else. You know what? I don't fucking care anymore. If people want to call me a nerd, go right fucking head. I could give a fuck less because I know I'm a nerdy person. I know I'm a knowledgeable person, and people always come for me to help. Even my own family respects my IT knowledge. They always have. And they've always respected the fact that I know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. Not just that, but they respect the fact that I'm... Well, what is that? They respect the fact that I know and I am knowledgeable. They respect the fact that I'm good at what I do. Not just that, but they've always been, you know, they've always been the type to come to me for any type of issue or problem or anything of that nature. So, you know, I mean, there's other people who obviously do, you know, that I repair computers for. But I mean, my family has always respected me for that. They've always come to me for any computer problems. I'm always the first port of call. Any PC related problems, anyway. Yeah, Mac problems. Well, I mean, I think my nephew Timmy, he's got a Mac, so yeah. So let's see here. Quantum Break. Actually, that would be an interesting game to try out, but I have to... It's $19. I'm wondering, maybe I might purchase it at some point. I'll see. Quantum Break does look interesting, actually. It's only $19. I got 50% off. There's a sale at the moment? I'm guessing. Maybe. Yeah, I think there might be. There's some type of sale on because there's a few things that are actually cheap at the moment. So Quantum Break I might consider purchasing. It's $19.99, which is not too... It's the US, but still it's not too badly priced. Aside from that, what else am I going to do? Fuck. At this point, I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to remember a few things, though. I know there's a few things I want to purchase at some point. I'm thinking about just getting a couple of new graphics cards for my computer at this point. And, I don't know whether it's going to be... I don't know whether it's going to be the cheaper branded ones that I was thinking about getting AMD ones, or whether it's going to be the NVIDIA ones. At this point, I'm banking on the NVIDIA ones more, but I don't know. It depends on my budget at the time. Depends on how much money I have. Depends on, you know... Firstly, it depends on how much money I've saved up. Because, you know, that's the initial thing that's going to be a part of it. And, I mean, there's a few things I worked out as well. I worked out the budget costs. Like, well, okay, if I wanted to build a completely new rig with a Ryzen architecture... Hold on, let's have a look. Going to Scorp Tech, I figured I'd set myself back about $1,000, roughly. And then you add 2 video cards on top of that, so they'd be like 500, 600 each. So, I mean, I'm probably looking around $2,000. Maybe. A little bit more. 2,300, 2,100. Something like that, to be honest, by the time it's all said and done. I don't know whether I'm going to directly do that, or whether it's going to be... I mean, to be honest, it probably take me a little while to save money anyway. So, I mean, at this point, AMD sockets, so let's see, AM4, so an AM4 socket motherboard, I'd say the processor I'm going to be going for is going to be an X1800X Ryzen 7. That's going to set me back about $600. Then, in between that, I'm going to get a nice, decent gaming motherboard, some DDR4 memory. It's probably going to be the same memory I've got in my computer. I've got in this motherboard at the moment, which is Kingston HyperX. Definitely going to be that. Wouldn't be anything else, because I mean, to be honest, I've had different brands over time. I had some Corsair, and I found Corsair was a bit finicky with some motherboards, like in the sense of compatibility with the RAM. But I have found a consistent issue with Kingston HyperX. It seems to be a bit more compatible. What else? Let's see. AMD socket AM4. So I'm definitely going to. So I go motherboard, some DDR4 RAM. I get the same amount I've got in here, which is 32 gigabytes. And I'd whack in nice decent processor for it, you know, the Ryzen 7 1800X. Then I'd probably whack in a nice decent gaming motherboard, which is probably going to set me back $200-300. Then I'd probably most likely set in, say, 2 video cards. I mean, that's if I was going to go for the full package of it, just to fully upgrade, like fully do an upgrade on my system. I'd go for an NVIDIA video card, so I'd say I'll probably go for something, say, around, let's see, roughly see, two GTX 1070s, G1 gaming ones, I mean 8 gigabytes each, so that's not too bad. I'd probably go for the cheapest range ones, which I'm seeing the ones here that's $599, so $600 each. So yeah, by the time it's all said and done, you know, I think I was looking about roughly, by the time I calculated it all out, I mean, I think it was probably about, shit, this fucking app's gonna crash. You cunt. See, this is another thing I'm not liking about Windows fucking, especially Windows 10, it's fucking little intermittent issues with random apps crashing when you're fucking using them. Right, so let's see, so I think the cost I ended up amounting to, we'll say it was 1,023 plus 600... $2,000, so $2,223 I would actually work it out to be at the end of it that I have to save up, pretty much. Which, you know, is not that hard if you think about it. I mean, you know, but I mean, it can be, depends on the situation. But I mean, I've always been a budget-conscious gamer. You know, I always go for the best budget stuff, or the best budget stuff you can get anyway. $5.99. But no, I mean, I have been looking at the AMD Ryzen processors, and I do like the way that they're panning out for a lot of people. I've looked at the i9, but I still can't justify fucking $1,999 for a fucking CPU. That's just ridiculous. Like, that's fucking extravagantly fucking ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but anybody who's gonna fucking buy a CPU for that fucking much is just like, fuck, what? Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I get things when they're expensive, but it's the same concept of buying a $1 million fucking bottle of scotch. I'm happy to buy a $99 bottle of scotch, because I have bought one in the past. But I'm not happy to buy a fucking... I'm not fucking happy, personally, to buy something for $2,000, when at the end of it, you know, nah. When, you know, something cheaper can do the same job. So, yeah. Fucking, that's kind of ridiculous in my mind, anyway. So yeah. At the moment, I'm not doing too bad, though. Today has been a pretty good day. Well, it's at 3:38 at the moment, so it's, you know, late in the evening. So anyway, let me show you what the fuck happened with this stupid cable. So this cable, fucking cunt. This fucking cable, I need to buy a new one, because this cheap shitty ass cable, this came off, and I had to actually sticky tape it to there. So firstly, that's alright. I'm going to buy like 2 or 3. I might even buy fucking 5 of these cunts. So then next time if one does break up one after the other, it's not so fucking bad. But, no, I was using it, and it was charging for a long time. The issue that I'm having now is I'm having to angle the fucking cable every time I plug in to try and charge it. It was working well for a time. It was working great. And then all of a sudden, you know, over time it's just pretty much... This has come loose, and yeah, it's not fucking working correctly. The other thing too is I think the cable on the inside of it is a little bit loose too. So that, you know, that could be causing issues as well. I mean, I've had a bit of a run of bad luck with these cables. I bought a first set of them and they wouldn't fit my fucking phone. That's the first thing that kind of pissed me off. Not that I complained, I could use them on other devices, so it didn't bother me that I had them. So I used them as spares. I didn't get any money back on them, to be honest, because I didn't see the point, because I could use them for something else. Actually, I think I ended up using it for one of my dad's phones or something. So yeah, yeah, one of my dad's phone. That's what I used it for. But this is my fucking point that I'm trying to make. I've had a couple of bad experiences with cheap stuff on eBay, but I've also had some good experiences as well. There were some things I bought them and I'm like, what the fuck, the quality of this is actually pretty nice. Like, I've been surprised at the actual amount of quality they've put into it for such a cheap fucking product in the first place. It's not as if it's always that case, and it's always, you know, it's always a situation where that happens, but, you know. Let's see. I'm still waiting on a couple of things. But that's beside the point. I do want to pick up another few of these cables. I will try and see if I can get the original cables that these came with. I might even buy, like, maybe... I'll probably buy, like, 3 or 4. Well, probably about 3 or 4 would be my maximum, maybe. That way I haven't got fucking issues with it. Like, I haven't got... If I do have an issue with the cable, I can just, you know, swap it over for another one. It's not a big issue then. See, the thing is, I don't know, that's another experience I've had too. When you buy something from off eBay that's cheap, most of the time you do have to buy a bulk lot of that item. Because if you don't, you do find that they do tend to get a bit faulty after a certain time. But yeah, that's what I've noticed anyway, with some of them. Not all of them anyway. So yeah. I do need to shave my head back though. My hair's starting to grow back now, so that's alright, not a big issue. Archive that. So in between that, I don't know, I've been trying to keep myself as busy as possible, I guess. But the other side of it too is you're always going to have those bad situations or bad days. Fuck, I know I've had some bad days. We all do. I mean, it's, you know, it's ultimately how the world works sometimes, you know. But you know, I will be kind of honest. I do get kind of pissed. I've seen people be pretty successful at certain things that they've done. Now, I'm not too bad. I mean, to be honest, I could be doing better in certain circumstances, obviously. There's always room for growth and improvement, to be honest. And that's my honest opinion. But do I feel that way all the time? No. You know, it's not always the case, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, at the end of it, society makes you feel like your entire run through is to make money, and that's all you have to do, and all you have to do is make money and pay bills. I get the paying bills part and being responsible, but you know, it's kind of stupid because you can get certain things either for free or very cheap if you know where to look and you know the right places to look. And the truth is, you can get them for a reason. Sometimes you can even get things for a nice, reasonable price too. And the truth is, you don't always have to spend all your money on everything to get, you know, satisfaction out of something. And that's the truth. I mean, that's the ultimate truth. You know, you don't have to spend every penny that you have just to get satisfaction out of something. And, you know, I think we as a society believe that you should always put your maximum amount of money into something. I'm like, well, fuck off. You know, that's not always the case. You don't always have to do that. It's not always required that you do that, and it's not always needed that you do that. I don't know. It's just maybe something I feel, but you know, like it's such a detriment to society in the way society is run. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm not going to criticize somebody for making money, but you know, there's some people that they have more money than sense. You know, that's the truth. They have more money than common sense. And the truth is, they either find through different things that they do. I mean, look, okay, my entire life, all right, my entire life, I've been told by society supposedly, that I'm schizophrenic, that I have these conditions, that this makes me a detriment to society in some way or somehow, or for some reason. And I'm like, well, fuck off with that shit. Okay, firstly, I'm not a detriment to society. I try to add to society if I can help it. I've trolled people in the past. I won't deny that. But the other side of it too is that's not something I go around doing all the time. I mean, I don't spend my entire life fucking trolling people. Sometimes I just do it on a whim when I'm in the fucking mood, or I've had a couple of drinks or something of that nature. But the other side of it too is I'm a fairly outgoing person. Most of the time, I'm pretty outgoing. I'm pretty easygoing, and I get along with most people. Unless somebody's an absolute fuckwit, then I tell them that they're a fuckwit. I pretty much tell them to fuck off, and they're a fuckwit. Which is a given, really. I don't know. I think sometimes, in all honesty, as a society, we seem to place so much emphasis on different things. I mean, me from a personal expression point, I don't really gamble. I've never been a gambler. I don't gamble. I don't take drugs. I mean, aside from prescription drugs behind me and, a little bit of smoking from time to time, that's about it. And that's about as much in the drug sector that I take. The rest of it's all herbal remedies behind me. I've been known to take a bit of codeine and, painkillers, Oxycontin, things like that. But that stuff I've taken because it was given, it was either given as a prescription, or it's stuff that I could buy directly over the counter or online. Stuff which you can buy commonly from a chemist in Australia. Back in high school, they put me on ADHD medicine. Now, that was dexamphetamine. Now, I was prescribed that by a doctor. That's the first point I'm trying to make. That was a prescription from a doctor, so that has no illegal bearings or anything of that nature. So that's my point. Most of my life, I've been on prescription drugs in some form or another, whether it's a common painkiller, whether it's, something else that, fixes you up and, makes you feel better. Mainly because of the fact that I do have, I got hay fever, I got chronic pain, I got a couple other things as well. I don't have really any intolerances, to food or anything like that, because I've never had an issue. I had a stomach of leather. Actually, I've been told by a fair few people that they look at me as like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how the fuck do you eat half the shit that you eat? I know, because a couple of times I got really drunk and I've eaten half a raw... I've tried to deep fry a fucking chicken and, it came out raw. It was slightly raw, so I ate that, and this is my point, I've never got salmonella poisoning from it, put it that way. And I don't know, there's probably plenty of times in my life I should have poisoned myself with different things, and I never ended up dying. So it's entirely my point. I never ended up dying or anything of that nature. Anyway, so I ate that, and this is my point. I've never. That's the thing that I'm poisoning. Sort of makes me scratch my head in amazement. In that, I've only ever been on those types of things in my life. And those things were always adamantly part of my life. And, the truth is, I don't know, I'm not going to I'm not going to entirely criticize somebody who takes illegal drugs. These are what I consider to be illegal drugs. Meth, cocaine, ketamine, all those types of things, including even heroin, for that matter. That stuff I consider illegal drugs. Those I consider illegal drugs, and I consider those the type of drugs that you probably wouldn't necessarily want to take if you want to keep your sanity. Because I will be honest, and there's plenty of people in this world that I've seen. I've come across different people who've had bad experiences on those drugs, and I've also seen a lot of people do some negative shit when they've been on those drugs. Whether it's through the fact that they've done something negative to themselves or others around them. There's the other side of it too. It has been known to drain people financially, That's the other side of it too. I mean, you would expect most of those drugs to be extremely expensive on top of that. The other side of it, I don't know. As I said, it's just fucking... That's my point anyway. The point I'm trying to make is that, these drugs themselves... I don't know, seeing some of the effect that these drugs have on people, how they affect people, how they ultimately... Well, okay, it's sort of how they affect people, and it's also how they, fucking... I don't know. Different people, different points of view. But I have concluded, though, in the long term, it's probably not best to take those types of things, because they will really actually fuck you up. Not just that, but they can fuck your family life up, and they can have they can cause you a lot of issues in life. I don't know, Then there's some people who've turned around and said to me, it's like, oh, you can't, I've never got addicted or anything like that. And I'm like, it's sort of interesting how people can justify behaviour. I mean, I don't know. I don't believe with those types of drugs. I don't believe it's possible. I believe you're more likely to get addicted to those than you are to anything else. Prescription drugs are the same. You can probably do that just as much, but probably with prescription drugs it's a little easier because they might be taken away by your doctor or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a catch-22 thing on that. I don't know. I'm not going to criticize people for doing that stuff. That's your choice. But I would never personally do it myself, and I would not. Firstly, my family would disown me if I did. And that's the other side of it too. I know my family. I know who my family are, and I respect that fact that that's just something I know. I'm sorry, that's something I would never touch with a 10-foot pole. I am a weird human being, like in the sense that I've been told by people my entire life, it's like, oh man, you seem like you're on fucking drugs or something like that. No, I'm just fucking hyperactive for fuck's sake. Like that's the thing that shits me. Like I've had people accuse me of being on like really heavy drugs or something like that, in the past, like things have happened like that. And I mean, the worst with me is I have a smoke or I fucking get drunk off my ass. Like this is my fucking point. I get fucking drunk off my ass. That's the other side of it too. People seem to think that I don't get drunk off my ass. I've got so hammered. I mean, I've gone through an entire fucking 4-litre cask of wine for fuck's sake. I've gone through an entire fucking case of beer a few times in given situations, And then, I've got fucked up when I've gone out and had a few drinks with, sometimes with family and friends. But the other side of it too is, I have friends, aside from that. I mean, I have a couple of local friends that I go out with. But the only reason that I don't have that many friends, I mean, I have more I have more fucking friends back in Wollongong than I do currently in Canberra. Because most of my friends, I've moved away from most of my friends. That's the issue, so. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there for now. I just thought I'd come back on and see how everybody's doing and just report on back that I'm feeling a bit better now. I'm feeling, a lot more relatively better than I used to before. I was feeling pretty shitty before. But I'm doing better now and I'm feeling reasonably okay. I'm getting there. We'll see how I feel tomorrow anyway. I'm going to probably go to sleep for a little bit. Like, clear my head a bit, have a bit of a snooze and, or maybe I'll stay up. I don't know it depends on how I feel. But I'll see how I feel and see what time it is. I mean, I don't know. As I said, I've needed extra sleep lately to be able to, function with this cold and everything else. It's been really like clogging my system up. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. I've got more stuff coming up. I'm going to probably do some gameplay footage later in the day. Today, maybe? I'll see. Depends on how things work out. I do have to purchase a couple of things anyway, so that's alright. Alright, thank you very much, and catch ya. Bye.